brightest day, in blackest sun, no evil shall escape this pun.
SODO!
Alright, what is going on, SODO population? As always, I'm your host of Frozen Stratos, and admittedly, that wasn't a pun. It was more of a rhyme, but we do have Black Sun. This guy got revealed in this week's blog, so let's just hop right into what we got this week. And, like I said, Black Sun is here. It got released over, I think last week or over the weekend. His show did at least, and there's tons of new merch coming out for it. We got a belt, we got the figure art, but now we finally have a Shodo double cross figure. I honestly was not expecting this, nor was I expecting where it would be releasing, because this is actually going to be a premium Bandai item, which sucks, but we are getting two premium Bandai sets. Both of these will not be available in the same set, but they will be available at the same time. The pre-orders are up now, but we'll get to those details toward the end. For now, let's take a look at the first set, which is Kamen Rider Black Sun, as well as his bike. It looks fantastic. Battle Hopper is this like nice dark green to contrast against the black. I guess dark green and black don't really contrast, but I do like the hit of color. So taking a look at Black Sun itself, they wanted to make note that, like, hey, even though these figures are only like, say about 3 3/4 inches tall, they still have all that organic patterning that has become indicative of this rider, so I really appreciate all that. On top of that, there are plenty of hand options as well. There's a clenched fist, an open hand, and with the possibility you can get him into tons of different poses. Just tons of articulation that this figure affords. Even the toe bend helps you get into this crouched pose. On top of that, he has his main weapon. I hesitate to call it a sword, but then again, I don't know what else to call it. Another feature of this figure is that you can swap the chest piece, and what that does is it removes the, I guess, shoulder fin to make it look like he grabbed the shoulder fin off of his shoulder and is now wielding it as the weapon. There's also another version of the chest that doesn't have any of the shoulder fins, and you can still have him holding the weapon. This version of the chest, though, does give you his signature logo, so that's very nice. In total, I assume that gives you 3 total chests to swap through, so that's very nice. Another feature that this figure comes with is the ability to swap his head with the glowing eyes version, so that's very nice, and you can have him performing his final kick. So that's very good. This figure, very articulated, very detailed, and all the trim and all that stuff that's painted on, that logo on his chest that's tampoed on. There's tons of detail on this guy, and probably going to be worth the premium Bandai money. On top of that, like I said earlier, we have the Battle Hopper. Now, do keep in mind, motorcycles haven't been in Shodo in quite a while, so it's nice to finally see one just hang out here, even though it is premium Bandai. Even from the back, we have some really cool stuff here too. Tons of sculpting on the bike itself. It really looks mechanically oriented. Like there's tons of greebles in there that I really like. Good stuff. Yeah, that is it for that first set. Before I talk about pricing and all that stuff, let's take a look at what we're getting in the second set. The first figure, like we saw before, is Shadow Moon, Kamen Rider Shadow Moon. And all the silver you see here, that is paint. All of that is paint. None of it is molded in like a nasty looking silver plastic. This is painted plastic. So that looks very, very nice. He has basically the same articulation as Black Sun, but outside of the, I guess, articulation, the detailing pattern looks a lot more sharp. Definitely still has that organic feel to it, though. He also has that ability to swap out the chest for more accurate versions of the God, what are these? Shoulder wings, like shoulder, like chest connector pieces? I don't know. They turn into the main weapon, and you can have him with the whole blank body as well. So that looks very, very good. He as well has the green colored eyes, or like the glowing eye effect, to perform his final attacks. So that's very cool. And it is, the silver just looks visually striking. So I can't wait to put this figure into my collection. That's not the only figure in this set, though. They wanted to do something special for this next one since they couldn't get to the bike. I think it had something to do with like maybe them not knowing about it ahead of time, so they didn't have enough time to put the bike in. Not entirely sure, but what we did get is the God, why can't I speak? Is the Mantis monster. This looks very good, very detailed. I do believe, I guess identity-wise, that's spoilers for whoever this person is. I don't personally know. I haven't seen it yet. I don't even know where to find it. It's probably on Amazon, huh? Yeah, probably on Amazon. Yeah, this figure looks very, very good. Does have hands, so hopefully it won't be too difficult to swap in. I can see that, like, there is a separation at the wrist and then above the wrist, like mid forearm. So I don't know how that's all gonna swap out, but you do have these very nice looking mantis claws that you could pose around with her hand. Anyways, that is it for these guys. This set is coming out in April. Both sets are coming out in April, so this one and this one. So they come out in April. Pre-orders are up now. This is going to run you 5,400 yen. So, whatever it is, whenever you choose your preferred retailer of choice, just keep that in mind. Hopefully, with the yen down, it won't be too bad. But then again, if you're going with Total Collectibles, that's whatever the base price is there. Anyway, that's it for these guys. In the middle, though, they did want to mention that Converge is getting some of these too. Now, we don't typically cover Converge here, but it's not that bad. So, we're getting Black Sun, we're getting Shadow Moon, the ones we saw before. Sadly, these are premium Bandai items, so do keep that in mind. But we are also getting the, I guess, blank chest and sword version of Black, and blank chest and sword version of Shadow Moon. Those two will also be coming in this set. They look very good, and they're just some pocket-sized friends. So this entire set will be 3,200 yen before tax, and the pre-orders start now. So get your hands on these. They come out in March. Now, that's it for, I guess, the premium side of Converge, but they revealed that, hey, we're doing some more Converge. We got Geats, we got the final forms for Revi and Vice, and then we have some throwbacks. We have Kamen Rider Metsubo Jinrai, we've got, oh shoot, what's his name? Metsubo Jinrai, I forgot his name, but he's here, just one of the Metsubo Jinrai members, and then also Naki, I remember their name. So Naki's in this set, very cool. And for Fize's anniversary, they decided to give us a Fize Axle. So that's awesome. All of this comes out in Kamen Rider Converge 25 and will be out in April. So if you guys collect these, that'll be when it's out. Now, we were supposed to this week get more information about SODO ID3. Sadly, that is not what we're getting this week. I guess they had to shift stuff around in the schedule, but you know what we haven't seen quite much of yet, or all that much of yet? That's right, Kamen Rider Geats Boost Magnum. Even though he's been revealed since day one, pretty much, we haven't gotten a full breakdown, so let's take a look at this guy. Turns out a lot of the red on here and a lot of the gray on here, that's going to be painted on. I really like the look of it. It even has some of it on the cheeks on the mouth plate. Really love that. And the chest has this nice cherry red to it as well. Over here on the arm, it appears the stickers are going to be coming in for that support as well. We have some of the gray on the shoulder pad, and we have that really nice gold gradient color sticker going on the arm. So I really appreciate that one anytime I see it, which is a lot because it's on my desk. Next up, we got the legs. The entire runner was painted white. So that means you get plenty of painted color here. I guess it's easier to just paint it on the runner and makes it easier for them to just release it as how it looks now. So definitely appreciated. Here's a look at the back of the figure. They were able to mesh some of the details from the front, put it all the way on the back. Looks good. And is consistent with what we've seen before. We also have included the gun, what is it? The rifle mode, Jesus. The rifle mode of the gun, and you can use that with the clip on the back. Same thing goes for the sort of pistol version of the gun as well. And you can just clip it onto his side. If you get Geats' base form in here, you can recreate Geats' Magnum. Right? Geats. Yeah, that's right. Because it's only Magnum on the... Yeah, that's right. Geats Magnum Pants. I'll just start calling it that. And then if you get some of these stuff in from ID... What was it? ID 3 or ID 4? I don't remember which now. It's getting all confused in my head. But this is the prototype chest armor that's going to be coming in a future wave. If you get that involved and the hammer, you can recreate this scene where he basically kicks and uses the gun. Sadly, they did mention that they were not able to make it so that the guns deploy from the legs. They didn't actually learn that that was a thing that this form could do until way later, and they weren't able to include it. So that kind of sucks. Hopefully later down the line we'll get an upgrade set for something like this, but I'm not too sure. Perhaps it'll just be like a separate foot, like a new foot piece that like you can swap in, and that'll have the gun on it. I'm not sure how they would handle that, but hopefully in the future that'll be something that they'll offer. Next up, you can recreate just Geats boost. That looks good. And with the available stickers and head from the ID2 that just got released, you can have Mary using boost. And this looks very good as well. And he can become Geats Boost Magnum. I don't think this was a thing that happened, but you can do it. And here are the two main forms hanging out together. Looks very nice. Anyways, that is it. Outside of that, we got this reveal of some of the candy toy gear. Or gears? No, I'm thinking Sentai. These are raised buckles. These are all happening in Candy Toy. I don't pay too much attention to these, but if you buy these are coming. These are what's going to be available there. Anyways, that is it for me this week. Oh, it got dark out. That's fun. But if you have not had your fill and you wanted some Sentai stuff, last week we did a whole video with ninjas. Just a lot of ninja friends. And we had some Kamen Rider stuff in there too. So definitely check that out if you are so inclined. Thank you so much for watching. Keep it. Yeah, no, I don't have my progress key. Keep it juicy. I should really find that. Every single time it's like, oh, where is it? It should be right in front of me. It never is.